Hey friends, it's Hendry here. All right, we're going to finish up our story about Joseph. So the story has been coming from Genesis 37, 41, 42, and 50. Lots of chapters. Joseph is a long story in the Bible. All right, and so remember he had a huge family, lots of brothers and a sister. Joseph loved to hear his father Jacob tell him about God's promises and about the stories that Abraham and Isaac had that he passed down. Joseph loved God and he was a hard worker. He tried to always obey his father, and Joseph's brothers were jealous of Joseph. And so one day, Jacob, Joseph's father, gave him a very special gift. It was a beautiful coat with many colors. And when the brothers saw it, they were jealous, and they saw Joseph coming out to the field to work one day, and his brothers had a plan to throw him into a pit and get rid of him. And so they threw him into a pit, and they waited for men to come by to take him into slavery to Egypt. Um, and so while Joseph was taken as a slave to Egypt, he worked very hard, and then he became a famous worker in a specific household of Potiphar. And then there were some things that happened at Potiphar's house, and he ended up getting thrown in jail for something he did not do. And then later, Pharaoh had a dream about a famine, but he didn't understand it. He needed someone to interpret it. And Joseph was able to interpret his dream, and Pharaoh made him a powerful ruler. So this is where we're going to pick up today. So years later, after Joseph has become ruler, a famine really did come. And because of Joseph being able to interpret Pharaoh's dream, Joseph had prepared Egypt for this famine. And so other people from other places were starting to travel to Egypt to get food from them, because there was a famine everywhere else. And so years later, Joseph's brothers come to Egypt. They all came because they needed food. They did not know that Joseph was even still alive. They thought that, maybe he was still a slave, but they never could have imagined that Joseph was now a great ruler in Egypt. They did not even recognize him. But as soon as he saw them, he recognized them. And so, what's so powerful about this is Joseph had the opportunity to really hurt his brothers. They were coming to him asking for food, but instead of being spiteful and wanting to get revenge on his brothers, he decided to show them mercy. And even though his brothers had sold him to the Egyptians, he chose to forgive them, and he ended up moving his whole family to Egypt to take care of them. And he was even reunited with his dad. So this is just a powerful story about how we always need to forgive people and that God is in control. Bye, guys.